Guys, so today I wanted to bring you a video on the benefits of working at Cinemark. In case you guys don't know, Cinemark is a movie theater and they are a parent brand of like Rave, CineArts, Tinseltown, Century Theaters. And they are based out in Texas, but the theater I work at is up in New England. And the only ones that I'm familiar with around the area are all Cinemark or Rave theaters. So tip number one of working at Cinemark is you do get free movies, which is a really nice benefit because movies nowadays can get pretty expensive. So you can bring one person with you for free to most movies. Say you wanted to go each set of the day. So you could go to the 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. set. You could go to the one that's at like noon, 12:30 if your movie gets out. You could go to one at 3, you could go one at 7, and then you could go to the 10 o'clock if you wanted to. And you could bring one person for free to all of them. So far, I don't know anybody that has actually gone to each set of the day and seen a different movie or even the same one multiple times, which would be weird. But some people do see them back to back and do kind of like a show for the day. But most movies you do get for free. There are certain exceptions, like a lot of Disney movies when they premiere, employees and guests with free passes, so guest passes, rain checks, director's cut tickets, stuff like that, and employee passes you can't use for like the first 3 to 4 weeks of when a Disney movie comes out. So we couldn't do it for Star Wars, Beauty and the Beast, Guardians of the Galaxy, just to name a few of the ones that have come out in the past 6 months. Number 2 would be that for an hour before, an hour after, and during your shift, you do get 50% off all concession food items, which is really nice, especially when you're working or if you're seeing a movie right after work. It's really convenient. The only thing that kind of sucks with that is certain merchandise. So when they do like the Doctor Strange t-shirts, they have the little figurines and some of like the special edition cups and tubs. A lot of times you don't get your discount on, so you don't get the 50% off. Number 3 would be that, say during the week you wanted to go to a theater closer to your boyfriend or closer to your friend, or you wanted to go with your mom and it's closer to her, you can get one free guest pass to go to another theater, because unfortunately, at least from my knowledge, we can't use our like employee IDs that we use to get free passes at our theater at another theater, even if it's like same company. But you can get a guest pass for yourself in order to go to a different theater to see a different movie, as long as its passes are allowed for that movie. Number 4 would be that our movie theater, the one I work at, has very flexible scheduling because they do have quite a few like college kids and people that have other jobs like me, which I'm a college kid too, but they are very flexible with the schedule. Like I send my availability in by Monday every week. Schedule comes out Tuesday, and the new schedule that comes out Tuesday starts for Friday. So it's really nice because every week if I have different availability, or if I'm scheduled different at my other jobs, or if I have like an assignment for school or I can't work, it's a lot easier to just send my availability. And all my requirements for that is I have to work once every 30 days in order to keep the current rate that I am at. And leading into number 5, you have to work once every 30 days to basically keep your pay rate, which you do want, because you can get basically every 6 months you get an evaluation. So there's certain categories you're evaluated on, so box office, concession, if you do ushing, or if you do ticket pull, your overall performance, your movie knowledge, stuff like that, they will evaluate on. It's out of 10. And then your overall score that you get for everything, they take a percentage out of that, and basically you get that percentage out of 25 cents. They will up that too when minimum wage went up. At least my theater was really nice and did. I'm not sure if every theater does that, but when minimum wage kept going up, they increased our pay by, obviously they have to do for minimum wage, but for the people like I've been there for over 2 years, so they were nice enough to giving my raise on top of the minimum wage, because a lot of places that's not required, but then it's like you've been there for 2 years and it sucks if you have more experience than with somebody that started yesterday but you're getting paid the same. So overall it's pretty nice. You get pretty good discounts, especially while you're working, with the food, because the movies can get pretty expensive. It's nice that you don't have a regular schedule, because a lot of times, depending on the season, it's depending on how many hours they have. So like right now it's getting into summer, it's getting really nice out. Not many people are going to the movies. There's not many big blockbusters that come out in the summer because it's beautiful outside and they don't want them to flop, so there's less hours. And I know they just hired a bunch of people for Guardians of the Galaxy, because we don't have a lot of college kids that came back this time. and so they have a lot of staff now and not many hours, so not many people are getting hours. So they have flexibility, which is really nice. On top of, you do get your 6-month raises as well, as long as your managers are doing them. But thank you guys for watching, and have a great rest of your day. Bye guys.